So, just who was this man, David Ferrie, who recruited both Barry Seal and Lee Harvey Oswald? Just how much can CIA agents get away with? Would you believe child molestation? In 1961, David Ferrie was arrested on numerous charges of pedophilia. Meet the New Orleans cops who busted Ferrie for molesting young boys.
Well, from the statements we got, we arrested, I think, if I can remember correct, was harboring runaways, contributed to delinquency of juveniles, and I think there was a crime against nature.
Well, we were investigating a Civil Air Patrol outfit whose parents were complaining to us that their boys were, from time to time, on runaway status, were missing, and had been missing for some time. We discovered that he was having sexual relations with the boys, contributing to their delinquency, doing things like if he moved into a new apartment, all the boys would sit around in a circle and masturbate, celebrating the new event. We arrested him. We executed a search warrant as properly as the law calls for.
Normally, anyone arrested for molesting children wants to slip into a hole somewhere and pull it in after him. Instead, David Ferrie had warrants issued for the police officers who arrested him.
We discovered that arrest warrants were put out for us. Arrest warrants for myself and other men who had been on the raid at his home. And that was a big shock to me to find that he had secured arrest warrants for our arrests. It was a frightening moment for me because I couldn't imagine having done anything wrong, and to have a search warrant out for me, an arrest warrant out for me was somewhat terrifying, but it went on for a number of days, the fright and the fear and the intimidation that I felt.
Couldn't believe it. It's never happened before, anything like that, you know? I figured he had to know somebody, and that's the only thing I could figure. He had a little power.
That here was a man with incredible power. He had some power somewhere to do this to us. And we were, as I said, 40 years ago, we were young, naive young men. We didn't quite understand what was happening to us. But the thought occurred to me that he had a CIA connection. It did occur to me, and I had really no idea where it was coming from. But I knew it was some incredible force behind him, helping him.
What happened next was even more bizarre.
As the time went on, I started getting phone calls from Cubans who claimed that they were head of the Cuban Revolutionary Front here in New Orleans. And on one occasion, I was told that they could deliver runaway boys for me. This was from the Cubans. If we would promise not to prosecute Captain Ferrie.
In America, when you work for the CIA, being connected means never having to say you're sorry, as we will now see in the budding career of the young Barry Seal.